Ciao a tutti, welcome to Daily Italian with Elena. I am Elena and today we're going to look at comparatives and superlatives in Italian, comparativi e superlativi. How do you form them? How do you use them? Let's have a look at that. So we're going to start with comparativi and we're going to start with comparativo di maggioranza. How do you say he is more intelligent than me, he is taller than me, etc. In Italian you just need this adverb più, which means more, più, and a preposition di, so then, di, or che. Again, it means then. We will have a look at when to use di and when to use che. Let's make an example so you can understand a little bit better. Let's say Luca is taller than me. He is taller than me. So Luca he is taller. As we said, we need this più, more, and then the adjective alto, tall, alto. So literally Luca is more tall than me. Luca è più alto di me, than me, di me. Another example, I want to say we are more friendly than them. We are more friendly than them. So noi siamo, we are more friendly. Friendly is simpatico, simpatico, and we need to decline that according to the subject. So every time you have a subject, a different subject, you need to remember whether it's singular, plural, male, female, and change the adjective according to that subject. So in this case, let's say that we are a group of males, so plural and male, simpatici. Noi siamo più simpatici di loro, than them, di loro. Now, when do we use che instead of di? That's quite simple. We will use che when before the second term of comparison there is a preposition. For example, I have more fun with you than with her. I have more fun with you than with her. To have fun, divertirsi. So, mi diverto, I have fun. Più con te, more with you, than with her, che, con lei. We put this che because before lei, then her, so the second term of comparison, we have this preposition, con. Again, we use che when there is a comparison between adjectives, between verbs, or between adverbs. What does it mean? If I want to say I am more intelligent than friendly, something like that, this is a comparison between two adjectives, intelligent and friendly. So I'm going to use che for the second term of comparison. So io sono più intelligente che simpatica. Più intelligente che simpatica. This is a comparison between two adjectives. So I'm going to use che for the second part of this comparison. And the same happens when I am comparing two adverbs or two verbs. That's it. Now, how do you say less? So Luca is less tall than him, for example. This is quite simple because instead of taking this più, this more, we will just put less, meno, and the rest is just the same. Luca è meno alto di lui. Luca è meno alto di lui. Io sono meno simpatica di lei. I am less friendly than her. Sono meno simpatica. Again, we change simpatico in simpatica because I am singular and female. Simpatica. And we will have the same thing with che. So we will use che for the same cases that we would use it for più, so for more. We might also want to say just like, so a comparison that says it's on the same level, it's the same thing. So Luca is as tall as me. How do you say that in Italian? So in Italian we are going to need the adverb come, like, as, or also quanto, so as much, that much. Luca è alto come me, so he is tall like me. Luca è alto come me, or Luca è alto quanto me, so he is tall as much, that much as me, so è alto quanto me. We might add a tanto, so I could say Luca è tanto alto quanto me, that in English you would translate as he is as tall as me, tanto alto quanto me. This is an option, this is a choice that you have to add this tanto, but you have to use it when you have a comparison between adjectives or verbs. For example, I am as worried as confused. Sono tanto preoccupata quanto confusa. So as worried as confused. I have a comparison between two adjectives, so I have to put this tanto before. Tanto preoccupata quanto confusa. These were the comparisons, so more, più, less, meno, or quanto, come, tanto quanto, as much. Now let's move to the superlatives. In this case we have relative superlative and absolute superlative. Relative superlative gives you a superlative that tells you, for example, she is the tallest of her class, of the word, of her team, so it gives you also a comparison, so it tells you who is she the tallest of. Lei è la più alta della classe, del mondo, della squadra, so la più alta di. We take again this più, this more, but we need to add the article. The article according to the subject, just like in English. The tallest of, la più alta di. In this case we add the article also for the second term of comparison, so la più alta della classe, because it's la classe, del mondo, because it's il mondo, della squadra, again la squadra, of the team, so più alta di, or meno, del least. Lei è la meno alta della classe, del mondo, della squadra, etc. For what concerns the superlative, the absolute superlative, there might be different ways of forming that. Just like in English you might say she is the tallest, she is the most beautiful, she is so tall, she is super tall. The same happens in Italian. So we take the adjective and we add issimo or issima, issime, issimi, and this issim indicates the oldest in English. So, for example, she is so tall, she is super tall, lei è altissima, altissima. Or Luca is super friendly, so friendly, lui è simpaticissimo. We take simpatico and we add issimo, simpaticissimo. When you have long adjectives, you wouldn't add this issimo. For example, intelligent, intelligente, you wouldn't say intelligentissimo. That sounds a bit too long, a bit too complicated. So we would just add an adverb like molto, molto intelligente. So very, very smart, so smart, molto intelligente. So this is it. We have comparisons, più di or più che, more than, meno di or meno che, less than, come or quanto, tanto quanto, so as much, and then superlatives, il più di, la più di, etc. And then absolute superlatives, issimo, moltissimo, molto alto, etc. The last thing I wanted to mention is that just like in English, just like in many languages, also in Italian there are some adjectives that are irregular in this case, and they will have a different, a special way of forming the comparative or the superlative. These are buono, which could be più buono, but also migliore, better. So buono is good, più buono, more good, but just like in English you wouldn't say more good, you would say better. migliore. And then again the superlative, il più buono, so the goodest, you wouldn't say that, but you would say the best. And the absolute superlative, buonissimo, so super good, you could say ottimo, optimal. And the same happens with cattivo, bad, peggiore, worse, il peggiore or pessimo, worst, grande, big, maggiore, bigger, and il maggiore, massimo, biggest. Piccolo, small, minore, less, il minore or minimo, least. These are some irregular adjectives, you just need to learn how to form them, and that's it. So just learn this chart. This is it. I know they might seem complicated, they might seem a lot to learn, but it really isn't. It's really easy and it's not that different from English, so you can form that just like in English. More than, più di, less than, meno di, as much, tanto quanto, quanto come, just like, and then the superlative. So it's really not that different. As I always say, try to practice by yourself, try to make sentences. On the internet it's so full of exercises you can make, also with solutions, so you can just practice and try to use them. That's it for today's lesson. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep learning Italian with me, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!